I am a very obvious joke involving the identity of Groot, which I'm not going to make.
I don't know where to go with that.
Sibling rivalry. What does he always say in the movie?
I am Groot.
That's the...
Oh, what a shitty joke.
You're a shitty joke. Your whole life is a shitty joke.
You're a shitty joke. Okay. Well, then you're the king, if that's the case. God Emperor of shitty jokes. This is going in the final thing, isn't it?
Maybe. It's the Guardians of the Galaxy! Chris Pratt has abandoned his gigantic body for a gigantic good-looking body. But he's not alone. He's got a talking raccoon, a green lady, a talking tree, all sorts of weird creatures coming together as a bunch of outlaws.
You got the giant tattooed dude.
The giant tattooed dude.
And John C. Reilly.
And John C. Reilly. And Cruella de Vil, really, that's what she looked like. And they're all coming together to try to, what else, save the universe. This is a very, very hyped up movie, and probably all the stuff you're hearing about is incredibly positive, and it's the next Avengers. Hell, it is Avengers. Maybe it's better than Avengers.
Kind of, actually.
This movie is, when I saw this...
How do you begin? Yeah, I saw you just like shift there, like, I don't know how to talk about this film.
Oh, no. When I saw the trailer for this film and the sense of humor it had, I said, okay, it's hard to fuck this movie up. Where you, I think, had the opposite reaction.
Oh my god, I was
like,
so worried.
This looks terrible.
This looks lame. Like, yeah, I was in it for the raccoon. That much I knew. But everything else, I'm like, no. And the tree. The tree and the raccoon, but everything else, yeah, I'm just like, these jokes look terrible.
So we get, for me, it didn't have to wow me that much. It had to have a really good sense of humor and just be weird and kooky and stuff, and that's pretty much what I got. It's, to me, I think it's kind of like a mix between The Fifth Element and Cowboy Bebop. Like, that's the biggest thing I think. It's just these outlaws were all
with
weird
some
and very
Firefly
strange.
thrown in.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's sort of, you get the vibe there. Just a lot of action, a lot of comedy, and it's incredibly stupid. I mean, it's like, good God, is this stupid? But it is...
I'm not sure I've seen a film quite this dumb.
Particularly the villains in this are just the most...
It's so gloriously dumb. Like,
yeah,
it looks at a Michael Bay film and says, we mock you. We can be even stupider. Watch.
And be entertaining.
Yeah, and be way, way more fun to watch.
As I'm watching this movie, there's a lot of good jokes. All the actors are great. The characters are great. The talking raccoon is the best part, like everybody says. Bradley Cooper is wonderful. The effects on him, in my opinion, are just as good as Gollum. I mean, it's like a damn good effect. And
you will believe
really
a talking
nice.
Raccoon can cry. That's not a joke.
Cries a couple times, actually.
Yeah, and the really... What's so hilarious that one, it's not a spoiler, but one of the characters tries to comfort him and, like, pats him on the head, and he does this, like an animal would do, and literally every girl in the audience just went, oh,
and I was going, oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, but we were doing it, like, silently.
We're doing it inside, like manly man.
Yeah, like manly man. I won't show emotion for a talking raccoon, but inside I hurt. But any film that can do that, holy crap!
But with that said, there's, again, I don't want to say it's minor, because they are major problems, but it's in a film where it's not the focus.
Huge, glaring flaws in this movie, and the most amazing thing about it is, I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
you just don't care.
Like, for the beginning, I want to say the first 20 minutes, half hour. No, screw that. The first minute.
His jaw dropped.
What the fuck?
His jaw dropped. He's
what the fuck?
What, you like turned to me and you were just like, did I walk into a Lifetime movie of the week?
I thought I walked into Fault in Our Stars.
Yeah.
No, the opening opens with like the main character as a little kid and his mother's dying of presumably cancer.
It's heavy. And it's one of the few things that's not ironic heavy. Like, there's other heavy things, like, with the villain, but it's like, almost silly heavy. Like, it just opens, and you're just like, whoa.
Yeah, no, this is, like
you'd swear it was
uncomfortably dramatic.
Yeah, that this was a serious superhero movie, that this was, like, Bruce Wayne's origin story kind of thing.
I think it's even heavier than Bruce Wayne's origin because the kid like makes this choice. I mean, I guess I won't give away too much, but I mean about sort of the last wish of the mother, sort of, and it's just like really uncomfortable. But it does follow through. It connects through, but it's dude,
it works. It's just I was really worried though that first 5 minutes, and then it flash forwards in that opening credit sequence. That did it for me. I was sold. I was like,
he puts the headphones on.
Just he puts these headphones on. He's dancing to some 70s pop music, and like a sucker, the film just reeled me in, and I'm like, all right, we're in good hands. This is gonna be great.
And it's the film pretty much like. In terms of pacing, in terms of caring about the story what's going on, it's like
story?
And caring about characters and stuff, it's pretty much a joke. I mean, they're throwing a lot at you really fast, and I'm having trouble keeping up. I'm having trouble keeping up in a goddamn movie about a talking raccoon.
But here's the thing, I had the disadvantage. I never read the '08 comic. I'm aware, because I'm a Marvel fan, I am aware of the Guardians of the Galaxy's existence. And it's like incarnations or whatever. I never read any of them. So, I mean, the galaxy of the Marvel Universe is like the Infinity Gauntlet, stuff like that. I'm like, who are these people? Who the hell is Ronan? Like, and the film just is like, doesn't really give you much of a backstory. It's just...
He's with that purple guy at the end of Avengers. Who's that purple guy, by the way? We find out
him I knew.
But you
Thanos, I know. That's my domain. I'm like, okay, Thanos, good. Somebody I recognize. But Ronan and all of these other characters, I don't know who they are, and like, it's almost like David Lynch's Dune or something. You need like a little handy guide and like a little encyclopedia to be like, okay, this character's related to this character, and he's pissed off because of some 1,000-year war that went on, and
finally, I said, you know what? I'm just going to assume the plot of this movie is like every Marvel movie. Some douche wants to take over the world. Good guys have to stop him. And that is really what it comes down to. Maybe a little bit more complicated. The details might be a little different, but
I think it's even less sensical than that.
Yeah, I mean...
You don't... And that's the funny thing about it. You don't need to know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, that really is true.
If you haven't read the comic, just go in, turn your brain off, and just be like... You know what? It's not going to matter. All you need to know is there's this thing that's purple and glows, and everybody wants it.
It's that's basic action.
All you need to know.
Yeah, I mean, action film where the focus
everybody wants the magic jewel.
Where the focus is going to be on the action and the interaction of the characters. But both of those are really good and really fun. And I like watching these people. I like seeing them interact off each other. I like how they're not all just together in the beginning. They come together, they hate each other, which is great for the interaction. They meet more people when they're sent to the prison. Other people are going to join on the team.
And the prison itself, what a great set. What a great location. All of the even minor characters in the prison, the makeup effects are great. Like, there's just detail in every single scene.
Although another huge film plot hole. Okay, so the raccoon, they have bios on everybody. You see it in the trailer, Rocket. This raccoon has broken out of 20 prisons and blah, blah, blah.
Bunch of a-holes.
And he brags, I've broken out of 20 prisons. I'll break out of this one too. Why didn't they put this little fucker in higher security? Like, everyone's just walking around and saying, okay, here's what we're gonna do. It's like, why didn't you put him, in a little cage away from everybody?
That was the Nova Empire. Maybe they're not communicating with the other interstellar police agencies.
Yeah, they're just idiots or whatever, but it's like they know everything about them. But it's not that kind of movie. The movie is clearly for the action and the characters and the comedy. And I say, it's funny because when they do the genuine moments, like there's one or two moments that are like,
they actually
almost a nice moment. Yeah, like where
I honestly wish they would have held on those moments a little longer,
or transitioned into them better.
Groot gives a flower to a girl,
or the fireflies.
Yeah, they tend to involve Groot a lot, but
the raccoon dealing with his identity and stuff, and even sort of the chemistry between Pratt and Zoe.
The best negative review I read. There's a few, and God help them. They need to go into witness protection now, I'm sure. But the few that were negative, the one that stuck out that I think nails it is, it feels like this guy, James Gunn, the director, didn't smooth over the seams. Like, he had this concept, and it all came together, and it's almost like it's the first cut, and he didn't smooth things out and draw other things out. It kind of just feels thrown together, but the stuff that works so well. Again, I just don't care.
Yeah, I mean, it's going in, you have anyone that goes in wanting to see this movie thinking it's going to be good based on the trailer you saw, you're pretty much going to get that movie.
No, honestly, I thought it was better than what the trailer implied. The trailer, I thought, just didn't make it look good at all, but
I mean, it's,
except for the raccoon. Rocket was cool.
Yeah, but yeah, it's there's a few other things that don't quite. I didn't think the chemistry between Chris Pratt and Zoe Green Lady, whatever her name is.
Yeah, but
that worked especially well. But it's
I kind of like that because I thought the movie was gonna delve into cliche with the whole like, oh, and then you're gonna learn to love or something. It kind of sidesteps that, which was a little refreshing. I'm like, all right, I don't have to worry about them getting, that romantic. Like,
well, yeah, they'll save it for whatever sequel 4 or whatever. Yeah, the sci-fi action is a lot of fun. I like, watching
some of the best sci-fi action I've seen in years. Honestly, I thought it kicked the pants off of Avengers for sci-fi kind of action, and I
really?
actually, I really like
go
the
that
Avengers.
far.
No,
I really like the action.
I really like the Avengers. I like the action in this a lot. It just all of the sets, all of the space battles, all of the mere fights were hilarious. Just when they're kicking the crap out of each other, just punching each other, they were well choreographed. Like,
yeah, no, and they're very, very well done. I couldn't say with this. I can't say it's quite as good as like Avengers. I do like Avengers a little more.
Avengers was a little more blow up a city.
Yeah, but it's them actually jumping around, hitting stuff, which it's here too, but this is a little bit more like a Star Wars battle with all the ships flying around and stuff, but they have fun with that too. They do very, very clever things.
This is the closest thing, because everybody goes, oh yeah, George Lucas, well, he did, well, it's Flash Gordon. It's Flash Gordon, it's Flash Gordon. It's only half Flash Gordon. It's all of this other religious mumbo-jumbo.
Yeah, Flash Gordon didn't have much mythology.
This actually is the closest thing I've ever seen to just a straight-up Flash Gordon movie with a real budget.
Even the raccoon, you can kind of see like a puppet raccoon going around.
There is no... There's a little bit of mysticism and mumbo-jumbo, but it's just enough to get the plot rolling. And, like, I feel kind of bad, because I feel like this is the movie George Lucas kind of wanted to make with the prequels, but he had written himself into a corner with all the Force crap. But it has that same feeling. It's like if you took the suck out of, like, the Star Wars prequels, it would probably just look like this. It's goofy, it's funny, it's a comedy, it's bright, it's colorful. You don't have to worry about all the seriousness.
Mm-hmm. But... yeah, so I'm trying to think any other biggies on it. I mean, they do leave it open for, there's going to be, I'm sure some
leave it
sort of
open.
crossover.
It just damn well said Guardians of the Galaxy will return.
Yeah.
It's a James Bond series now, which is awesome.
Well, and I think what they build up to, they might do something with Avengers 2, which would be great. I would love to see Avengers and the Guardians of the Galaxy.
To have this universe expanded to the point where the Avengers are in a fight, in some sort of space fight, and the Guardians of the Galaxy show up. Like these,
yes!
Yeah, like these
I'm really hoping they go that direction.
Kids that everybody forgot about. It's like, who are these guys? Like, I'd kill for that.
They might be going that direction. I think it'd be great if they go that direction. Hell, I mean, even they just show up for like a fast cameo, like, oh no, Iron Man's gonna get smashed by giant Thanos or whatever. Just suddenly they come in their little ship and the raccoon pops out. Like, that'd be wonderful.
Well, that's why the movie works. The theme of it just is, well, he says it himself. It's like we're all losers, and then he backtracks. I mean, we've all lost something, but they're just these kind of chintzy loser reprobates that. When you put them together, though, like, you really feel that friendship. By the end of it, like, Drax has this line where he's just like, I just wanted to say thank you for accepting me after all my blunders. It is good to have friends. And it's such a silly line, but I'm like, you know what?
I feel it.
I feel it. I totally feel it. Like, these guys are a close-knit group now.
The funny thing is, I think out of all the characters, honestly, because I saw the raccoon, I saw Groot, and I said, I'm gonna like these guys fine.
And they steal the show.
The one I really didn't know if I was gonna like was the big muscle-bound
Drax.
gray thing. It's just the thing from Fantastic Four, it looks like. But they were so smart in giving this character, he doesn't understand metaphors, and he's very, very serious.
He takes everything literally.
And so, yeah, but at the same time, that's kind of cool, because then when he says something very direct, there is no metaphor, and he's really honest about it, and it's actually kind of heartfelt. So I really enjoyed him a lot, too.
He was great. I'm going to say, hands down, like, I love everybody in this movie. My favorite character, though, Ronan.
He just had so much.
He is so silly. Like, the first time I saw it, I've actually seen this movie 3 times. You know what the last movie I saw 3 times was?
Jurassic Park.
No.
Lord of the Rings.
No.
I don't know.
The more recent, Dark Knight.
Okay.
So this movie, like, is as good as Dark Knight in getting me back into the cinema. And I saw Avengers twice, and I thought that was really, really good. But the first time I saw it, I didn't know what to make of him. And the second time I saw it, I started to look at it as, maybe this is just meant to be kind of ironic. Like, he is so serious, so straight. He smiles like once, and that's just because he thinks he's won. Otherwise, he just literally has this face throughout the whole movie. And he's got this silly makeup.
And black crying.
Yeah, with these white bug eyes that just like pop.
It's like the Joker makeup just melting even more.
But he just owns that. He just struts it, and all of his movements, he like walks like this.
Yeah, everything's very big and muscular and stuff.
Everything he says is powerful. The Kree will not submit to this. And like the second time I saw it, I'm just like, okay, I think maybe this is meant to be funny. Like, he's just such a straight guy compared to the other ones that the fact that he never smiles, he's so super serious. And when you look at it that way, oh my god, is he freaking hilarious. Like, because he never cracks. He never breaks a smile. You know, I don't think the dude blinks.
You know what he's like? The one good thing we liked in that horrible G.I. Joe movie was Joseph Gordon-Levitt as the Cobra Commander, because he is so silly and so ridiculous, but he's taking it so seriously. Now I will have everything.
And that to me is exactly that to me is what Ronan is like. And the payoff, too, at the end, when he has to face these clowns, basically, and he's like, what are you doing? What is this? Like, and just that... I called him Frowny Smurf, or Pouty Smurf, because that's what he looks like to me. I'm just like, he's like the evil Smurf everybody forgot about.
Damn it, I should have used that in my bum review. That's really good.
Yeah, that's totally what he looks like. And honestly, like, having seen it 3 times out, he is my favorite character in the movie, just because he is so ridiculous, and so owns it. But... Yeah. I just had to go on a tangent there because I just thought he was great.
I still like the raccoon. That's my favorite.
Oh no, the raccoon. Rocket's great. Like,
it's gonna be everybody's favorite, I'm sure. But yeah,
but it's a yin yang thing. You got Rocket and you got the jokes, and then you have this super serious guy.
So it's I say it's definitely a movie. Whether you like it more than Avengers or don't, it's along that vein. You know, of it's mostly the interaction and the action that will. That's what's entertaining about it. If you're looking for a story, if you're looking for good drama, I think you should know going in. I mean, you should really know better.
There's bits of drama that work, but it's almost like the director wasn't completely confident in his ability to do. He's like, we'll throw some cool dramatic moments in, but let's just fast forward in case it doesn't work. Yeah. But they're good when they're there. But the pacing in this film, the third time I saw it, our parents are just like, hey, can we come with? And I don't know why my mom wanted to see it, because I'm like, I don't know if you're gonna like this, but
I can see her liking that movie.
She overall liked it, but she turns to me when the end credits are rolling and she just goes, that was relentless. It never stopped. You couldn't breathe. And it's true. That's the one part of the movie that, and I looked at her, I'm just like, I totally agree with you. I think that's the one flaw, is it's so throwing everything in your face that the seams aren't smoothed over. It's just like just more and more and more. And by the time you're done, you're just kind of exhausted.
Well, the only scene where I thought I really
overall in a good way.
The only bit where I was like, oh, come on, can we stay there longer, was Benicio del Toro as the client. Because I love Benicio del Toro. He's great, and he looks fantastic, and he looks silly in that place where he has all the collections of different
little
creatures.
pink-skinned slave girls.
Yeah.
You have elbows, don't you?
No, but even then, like, there's a scene where she grabs us like, I will no longer be your slave. It's like, you had a line. Like, what is this sudden build-up to her, gonna sacrifice herself? It's like, you had a line.
Well, okay, this is the weird thing about the movie. Seeing it 3 times, I have a certain advantage in that I'm just like, okay, all of these pieces are actually laid here. He actually puts these things in the script that hint at everything is to come, and it actually makes sense. The problem is, you just can't blink. You have to have your eyes wide open and being...
It's not a time to absorb
and paying attention every single second. Almost like you're in like an old Christopher Nolan movie where it's just like so much stuff thrown at you that yeah, he has to, I think this director has to learn how to prioritize certain things and put emphasis on certain things so that you don't have to just kind of be like, oh, because watching it again, I'm like, it's all there. It's not sloppy in the sense that, you know, he just didn't write any of this in, like, but it just goes by so fast, it's like you blink and you miss it.
Yeah, no, it's like, I got it, I understood it, but, you know, you didn't feel it. You didn't feel like, wow, yeah, that really makes sense, she did that. It's like, oh, well, they told me she was doing that, you know, or she was feeling this way, so it's like, alright, but it's like you said, there's so many other things going on that it's just you can't juggle it in there as well.
And in the end, I don't care. Like, I let
yeah, no, I'm the same way. I still liked it. I liked it for what it was.
I was kind of like, I was thinking about it recently because I saw Ghostbusters on the big screen when they did a re-release not too long ago, and I was thinking, you know, it's sad that this generation doesn't really have a Ghostbusters. And with it, Transformers, give me a break.
Avengers is probably the closest.
Avengers.
If every Ghostbuster got a movie.
Here's the problem, though. Avengers has comedic elements. It's still very much a big budget comic book movie. It's epic. It's about this, but that goofy sort of collection of idiot characters, you got the brains, you got the brawn, they're scrappy, they don't know what they're doing, and it's just a goofball movie that happens to take itself seriously from time to time. That's not the Avengers.
I kind of think it is, but no, well, it's something you said about the losers. I think you're right. The Avengers are not losers.
No, the Avengers
they don't get
are
along,
not
but they're not losers.
The Ghostbusters
are
losers.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the fun of the film. When you watch it from the beginning, I mean, they get kicked out of the university, they do this, they start their own business. This is the same concept. It's like, these are a bunch of losers that get together, they're all about cracking jokes, they don't always get along, and somehow they're put in a position where they have to save the world by the end of it. And just like Ghostbusters, because when I was watching that film again, you know, they play the Ghostbusters theme and everybody's like cheering and yeah, it's a lot of fun. And when I left Ghostbusters, seeing it on the big screen, I'm like, man, I just have such a good feeling when I leave this movie. Like, I just, this giant smile on my face, and like, Guardians of the Galaxy, it did the exact same thing. Like, they play a couple of pop songs at the end and everybody's happy, and like, I don't think I need to tell people it's gonna be a happy ending. It's a goofy, you know.
Yeah.
But... And I was like, yeah, it's that exact same thing. It's the first time I've really felt that sort of Ghostbusters vibe of like just a bunch of scrappy idiots getting together, saving the world, and when you leave the theater, you just have this big giant grin on your face.
Yeah, so. No, I liked it. I kind of agree. It's just a really fun, stupid, enjoyable ride. I really think you can probably get from all the trailers and what people are saying whether or not this is the movie for you. I mean, like I said, I think you can get a pretty good idea.
I mean, I get it. There's some people out there who read the comics, and they're just like, well, it's not my Guardians of the Galaxy, and that's fine. I totally understand that. Like, if I read the comics first, and I was married to this one image of what it should be, having not read the comics, I don't know how different it is, but I know some people are complaining that Star-Lord is too goofus in this, and, you know, but... I don't even remember what I was going to say.
You just did the robot and you were done.
I have done the robot and I am done. But oh no, I was just saying, I get where some people are coming from with that, and I get any critic that's just like, this is just stupid.
Yeah,
like this.
It is. I mean, it's really
like,
stupid.
I get it, and if it doesn't just grab you, like, I understand that, but like for me personally, as a movie, like, this literally took me back to like being a 10-year-old again. Like, just, you know what? We're gonna go on a journey. Hold on.
We're going on a journey?
So, this is my office. It's actually where I am. And this is something that my friends and I drew like, I don't know, we were 10, 11 maybe. And my two friends, Steve and Dan, hey, I mentioned your name on the internet, now pay me. We just spent like, I don't know, it was a good month just drawing this whole thing, and it was the Infinity War, and let's see, there's Thanos, and you know, I think we got Iron Man over there, and you know, anyway, it was a lot of fun. This is what I did as a kid, and this movie literally made me flash back to this, and it was one of the coolest times of my life. So any movie that can do that, that can take me to the point when I was 10 years old and just collecting Marvel comic cards and reading comics and drawing stuff like that, when, you know, the Avengers were just the coolest thing in the universe to me and my friends, gets a ton of extra bonus points.
I can't believe I never noticed that there.
Oh yeah, it's been there forever. So, anyway, yeah, final thoughts?
It's just always there, and I never saw it.
Back to the...
It's good. Like when you moved in, did you have it there?
No, I hung it up.
When you moved in?
Yeah.
What a time. I don't know about you, but I'm hyped for Ninja Turtles.
No.
No.
No. No, I'll see Guardians a fourth time.
I'll see Ninja Turtles. Thanks, Rob.
You're welcome.
Compadre. Dick.